A gracious welcome to you and our esteemed audience. This marks the 30th session of DTalk, a design conversation initiative by the School of Design at Ajeenkya Patil Innovation University. The School of Design offers immersive programs fostering innovative solutions through creative design principles. Our core mission is to cultivate industry-ready professionals with strategic thinking and business-oriented design acumen. We also make sure that our students learn about our Indian culture and carry forward Indian design sensibility in their design thinking. Detox Session is an initiative where we interact with experts from different domains. It's 30th session of Detox. Today's topic is Indian folk art and how it has been influencing contemporary design trends. So I'm your host, Prajakta Rokde. I'm a professional encompassing the role of industrial designer, architect, and artist. I'm a product designer, professor at Ajeenkya Patil University.
Hello, Prajakta ma'am. It was nice to listen to you and such a lovely to have. I've been. This is the second time the Ajeenkya Patil University School of Design has invited me, and it's again a great pleasure having talking about my journey and my work. So thank you very much for the invitation, and I'm sure the school already has such brilliant kids. All they need is inspirations and people talking about what is happening all around design and art. It will be a great, a talking session might help them think what can be done further.
Yeah, we are looking forward to it. And just to introduce our guest for today, Ms. Shraddha Trivedi is a visionary founder of Shraddha Trivedi Designs and Studio Art and all. She is a 2009 graduate from Maharaja Sayajirao University, Baroda, with a bachelor's in visual arts. And she specializes in branding, identity design, space design, custom wall murals, and like completely multidisciplinary approaches there. Ms. Trivedi is also the founder of the Studio Art and All, where she imparts online and offline instructions in Indian folk art. We extend our gratitude to her for accepting our invitation. Her renowned work has garnered global recognition, including her hands-on Navadurga featured at our Prime Minister's residence. Ms. Trivedi has collaborated with esteemed architects like Christopher Benninger, and she also had spent some time with architect Balkrishna Doshi as well. She worked with prominent firms such as Elephant Design, Indie Design, and Times of India. So welcome, ma'am. We are delighted to welcome you today. Could you kindly share your journey, outlining your beginning and how the passion has led towards achieving your almost ikigai kind of a zone?
Thank you so much again for the wonderful introduction. I mean, when you look back, you feel so proud of yourself that you've come such long way. And art is something where I've always explored. I've never got myself stuck into doing one thing. So that is what I would like to highlight, where exploring in art and design will give you a bigger platform, and you can also learn a lot of things at the same time. You can also pick up few skills and you can master it as well. So my journey started when I was in my school, and when I opted art as a subject in 10th standard, and I scored 100 out of 100 in drawing. So from 10th standard onwards, my mother, she's been a very strong pillar, and she's been a motivator all my life. She is the one who spotted this and nurtured further. So she saw this in me and aimed it for an ID, manifested for an ID and manifested for MSU Baroda. Coming from a small town in Gujarat, visualizing all such big areas, what was not that possible that time, and we had absolutely no clue how these entrance and all, design school thing works after 12th. So it was again kind of a journey where I explored I couldn't get through in one go to MSU, to NID, to either of the design school. But my mother did not give up. She made sure that I took diploma in fine arts from Seth CN Vidyalaya in Ahmedabad. And within a year, I developed my portfolio and re-entered MSU again. And then I got through. So this is how it started. And the moment I got through MSU, there is no looking back. It's a very renowned and the oldest art school that we have in India. JJ, then MSU, Shantiniketan. So these are proper like fine arts college where very prominently we've been taught sketching. We used to sketch 100 sketch every day, like all my 4 years. So no matter I did my degree in visual arts, graphic designing, my college gave us a lot, and that's where I think multidisciplinary evolved. When I grew, when I joined advertising, when I was working with design studios, I explored wall murals, I explored Indian folk art, which I was taught in college very briefly. But then I picked it up, studied more, and online now we have a lockdown was a blessing for me and for so many people, where we started learning online from different artists and Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, folk artist, where my professors, visiting professors who used to teach us in my college, they agreed to teach me. And from there, I picked up the beautiful journey. It's been 4 years, and I teach thousands of people online. Offline, I have a small set of people coming to Pune to my studio, learning Indian folk art, all sort of age group. And I think it's more than like 4,000 people so far that I might have taught. And I'm again very grateful that so many colleges from all over the India, they're calling me. We're conducting a lot of Indian folk art workshops as well, in person with students and with faculty as well. So few of these schools recently invited me for their Teachers' Day to conduct a folk art session for their teachers. So I think the handwork and all that we had previous, everything is coming back, and it's been recognized all over the world. The intricacies and all the expertise that we have in Indian folk art start from the history and start from the motif design, the knowledge behind all those folk art and all little things. Everything comes together and we make one folk art, and we have so many folk arts in India. So I think all that tradition, we got back into it. I think we should give a big credit to lockdown where this happened, that everyone can see a huge difference. Not only art, I think in yoga, in music, everyone wants to learn and they've come out, and folk art, I think, has like turned their way. And I mean, it's very impressively people are reaching out and they really want to learn all over the world. I mean, I have students from Iran, Iraq, the Japanese learning Indian folk art. I already have people from UK, US. So this is the reach and power of social media as well. So it's just an add-on.
So I have a question, like this is amazing journey you have shared, and the point I like is like you used to make 100 sketches per day. So that's the point our students should take a note of, because it's really important to.
We used to visit zoo, we used to visit railway station, bus station, chai tapri, all these places we used to visit, and then we used to sketch live. And it was like, 2 minute, 5 minute, quick sketches and 100 sketches. And we had to show it. And my professor used to count it. So this is like all 4 years, like each year. And then sculpture.
Kind of a riyaz you go through it, right?
Yes, yes. So that is one thing that was very rigorously done, and we have to show. So that helped us a lot. At that time, we also used to think we are studying visual design. Why is it so necessary to go and sketch? But now, over a period of time, like you realize that it's so important to put all your thought process on paper first and then on computers. So same way I also sketch when I design a logo. I sketch all. I have a entire book filled up with my thoughts and rough sketches of. And we had beautiful professors, those who taught us typography. So how can we merge typography with sketching part? It's like very creatively you can keep putting your thoughts, and some concrete will come out of it, and then you take it on computer. So that's a wonderful journey and what wonderful process, I would say, to come up with a very promising design.
So I have a question, like being a multidisciplinary artist, you will be having an inspiration from everything and anything around. So why do you have chosen Indian folk art in most of your works? Like, is there any special story behind it? Any special
Just
reason?
that I was just driven towards henna design since I was very young in my school days, and I was driven towards those elements. And henna, I have like learned as well. And then suddenly, when you start your journey in art schools, a few things are different. But then folk art was something which was always there back in my head, and then I had this opportunity. It happened. The story goes when this everything started when in during COVID, I just thought to contribute some little amount to NGOs and hospitals around. So that is how it started, and we donated a lot during that time. I think I donated more than 80,000 in that year to a lot of different NGOs, hospitals, Langar Seva. So that was the thing. It started, and then I thought, let me just start with Madhubani, which was so fascinating, and it's such a beautiful folk art, and that's where I thought that yes, I can teach, and that confidence then it built, and then after that, there's again no looking back, and it was a continuous, and it felt that this was a calling. This is what I was meant for, and connecting with beautiful people all over the world, listening to them. Our sessions are very interactive. I think we talk a lot more than we do artworks. It's that interactive, and we've built a beautiful family across the world where people are finding peace. It's quite meditative for everyone. So many surgeons, hospital staff, many hospitals have also approached me for their doctors to help them calm down and learn Indian art. So it is just not limited to housewives, or it has grown so far that I have no idea that this little thing can help people relax, and very it gives them very meditating kind of a flow, and it has changed people's lives. I mean, when they send me all these messages and blessings every single day, I feel like what have I done? I mean, I'm just teaching little things, but for them, they've just uh, rediscovered themselves. They find themselves again, and that peace and that calmness the art gives them. The intricacies, you're like so connected. It's a very connective kind of engaging art form, and immense peace people find in this. So I'm quite grateful for this beautiful calling that I had, and I'm just going with this feeling every single day.
That's why I said ki you have found your ikigai zone.
Yes,
And, so
100%.
coming to our next question, what are your insights regarding the future of Indian folk art in the evolving landscape of a design trends? There are a lot of new design schools are coming up, and there is always a dilemma of maintaining purity of folk culture, folk tradition, and then there is a urge within inside you where you want to do something new. So how do you balance it, and how do you feel that it's going to influence Indian design thinking?
Yes, I think it will have a huge impact in coming years. I think future as a designer, like how I picked it up. In my wall mural also, you will see a lot of influence of folk art. Like my each stroke, no matter it's brief based. It is very brief based, and wall murals. I do it for IT companies. I do it for restaurants. They brief me, and I work it out accordingly. But there too, you will see a lot of patterns and lot of strokes, which is all Indian art. So I think merging these two things, being a graphic designer and also knowing folk art, has enhanced and upskilled, and it has also attracted so many opportunities. The recent work of mine, I just came back from Netherlands. I had a great opportunity working with an IT company in Amsterdam. So 10 years ago, I've designed a wall mural, hand-drawn wall mural for them in Pune. That time the company was small, and then they grew, and then now they have the companies in 6 countries. But it was all sponsored trip. They flew me from here, start from travel, stay, everything was taken care. I stayed there for 1.5 month, and I finished 2 big wall murals there. But see, I mean, the awareness that what Indian art and it is, how it is impacting overall, that everyone from different countries want Indian artists, because we're so dedicated and we're so hardworking. We are what do you say? We've been merging two things. One is folk art and one is brief. How two things can come together and we can create a masterpiece, an artwork which simply people are attracted to. So this is what is happening all over the world. We've been celebrated, we've been appreciated, and now the same company is sending me to Australia to do their next world mural. So this is how it's such a beautiful journey, and where you are seen, you are heard, and folk art has helped me so much discovering my uplift my skills and upgrading everything that I've been doing.
That's great. It's like it's Indian folk art is going global, and impact is so wonderful. Is like one can calm down the mind, as well as one can relish the art form also. And what I feel is like though we have been taught about minimalism, Bauhaus, but Indian art is about abundance, and
Yes.
art is reflected in the folk art.
100%. Yes.
So could you emphasize particular elements or techniques on Indian folk art, which can be like which really fascinates you, or you want to modernize them? What are those elements you generally use?
I think what fascinates me is more of the motifs that we use. The Patachitra motifs are different. The borders that we do in Patachitra is different. Then Madhubani motifs are different, where we have a lot of peacocks and elephants, but in a very minimal way. Okay, at the same time, Patachitra will have a detailed way. It has different curves. And where Madhubani has a very minimal designs, yet intricate. So, and Patachitra has a lot of curves, not too much of straight lines, like how Madhubani has it. So all the folk art has this different things, little motifs, Mughal miniatures. Mughal miniatures motifs are completely different. Pichwai garden elements and all the designs are different. Intricacies is different. So I think all these little things, which is quite fascinating and which can be used as an identity design, as a logo design. And there's again a research. There's such a great content that I've created. Now I have it with me because we do a lot of workshops, which is all hand-drawn, which is all research-based. And in my workshops as well, I don't teach complete folk art. I always ask my people, if I have a class of 40, each artwork is different. So we use the intricacies of folk art, but our thoughts are different. I want them to implement their own thoughts and to create their own designs. So that's where I think my platform is a little different from what the other people are teaching, like pure folk art, which is just amazing. But as a design student, what I have learned to create your own originals is what I focus on. And I think it has a great future ahead. When you are driven towards your thoughts, and when you when someone is asked, when someone is forcing you to create your own designs, I think that will make a huge impact. And where not things are been copy pasted. Folk art is great. What has been done in 1,000 years, I think we repeat it. But if we repeat it with our thought process, it is going to be just fabulous and phenomenal.
And also, it's like having a folk art. It may not be probably in a modern space. It can be a highlight or an accent kind of a corner in a space, and that actually transform the entire space if you have a wall mural or something like that. And what I was going through your Instagram profile, and I saw the scale. It's like huge scale wall paintings you had been doing. So, do you how do you conceptualize them and how do you go about them?
So when I started, I'm a very spontaneous artist. So my first thing that I tell my clients that I can roughly sketch my ideas, but whatever sketching that I will show you, it's not going to be the same. So you have to trust my instinct, or maybe you can see my previous work. My work is very, very detailed. It is again thought process based, and again it comes with a lot of spontaneity. So they have to trust me with that, and I start with marker. No alignment, no measurement, nothing doing with pencil. It is directly with marker. So again, it's a very rigorously the practice that I've been telling you, that what my college gave me, that sketching every day, 100 sketches a day, directly with pen, that helped me. Where no second thoughts, no doubting yourself. And when I draw, I just don't self doubt. The more what do you say, if you're not confident in yourself, in your work, then I don't think it will reflect the work that I do. So I think that my college helped me, developed that confidence in me, and I do it in one go. And all this huge scale, the largest wall that I've done for IIT Guwahati was 100 feet long wall. I finished it in 5 days. So it is like it's like food to my soul when I'm with my walls, and I can like go on and on without eating, or without, it's that passion. And when I'm with that massive scale, and also when I'm teaching on piece of a paper, that's not me. I feel my purest joy is when I'm with my walls, and when I get that big, huge surface where I can implement all my thoughts. I do little sketching, and at the same time I keep implementing. It's all very, very detailed. So maybe I can share a few of my work with students here, just to make them understand how you will see purely Indian art in brief-based commercial work as well.
Yeah, you can share your screen.
Yeah. Can you see?
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, so this is the same company that I spoke about 10 years ago. There's this company called Rapid Circle in Pune. I did this big wall mural. Now, if you see the curves, it is so much Indian art.
Yeah.
All the curves that I did here, brief was just to implement their products. And you can see Melbourne, you can see Pune, you can see Amsterdam, where their head offices are, and colorful.
It's beautiful. So this was done sometime like 5-6 years ago.
This is a 10-year-old, maybe more than that. This is something that I did for, it is hand-drawn to digital. It's a storyboard, it's a journey of a builder here, Madhuban builder, how he started from a village, how he built, what did he studied, how did he entered into plotting, and what was his first project, and how he came to Pune and become a big builder. So it's a very detailed storyboard, very personal, but in a very illustrative way.
This is wonderful, because folk art always has stories inbuilt them.
Yes.
And now you have been personalizing them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these are a few hand-drawn to digital Madhubani elements. A few people, those who keep learning Indian folk art from me.
So have you been also training folk artist?
Not folk artist. I've been learning from all the folk artists, and what I teach is my way. Is like I said, I want everyone to come up with their own original ideas and transform it into. So this is again a very Patachitra Shiva Shakti that I did for ashram in Chikmagalur. This is a finished walls.
Beautiful.
Indian art, but with a thought process. And like I said, I just go with the flow.
And what kind of pigments you use for this?
These are all acrylic,
okay.
artist acrylic colors, and it's been more than 10 years. They stay as they are.
So is there any coating you require so that they can last for years, or how do you protect?
Yeah, so basic coats from painters we require, layering, so that interior designer usually take care of it. And then end may you have varnishing. So that's quite. So this is one of the wall mural which is very illustrative for a brewery.
And
so if you see the shadow,
I can see it's like a really big wall. So you do it entirely yourself, entire work?
Initially, this is purely sketching. I can ask someone to do some color fill-ups. So I have my interns who help me with color fill-ups, but sketching and everything, I only take care of it. This is the wall mural that I did for Kayako in Gurgaon.
Nice.
So few are hand-drawn to digital. These are the digital tools that I use, Wacom that I use to create my hand-drawn stuff to digital, and then we have a print out of it. So this is my beautiful journey of 1,000 participants 2 years ago, online teaching folk art. So again, hand-drawn to digital. These are again concept-based, which I did for Baramati Agro. And again, hand-drawn wall murals for restaurants in Pune. This is the wall that I was talking about, 100 feet long wall at IIT Guwahati.
Beautiful.
And I finished it in 5 days. But you see, it's I do a lot of, I feel like I do a lot of colorful walls. That has always attracted me. Few people agree, few clients, and few clients don't. So then we go for monochrome or something. But I've done like lots of, see, this was the scale of the wall, the tiny me you can see there.
Yeah.
And these are few features from Creative Gaga, where they featured me in their top 10 best Indian illustrators.
Nice.
This is a very prestigious work that I've done for PM House, Delhi. My husband, he's an architect, interior designer as well. So I worked on designs, and we've designed this birdhouse called Chabutro.
Yeah, in Gujarat, like this, right?
Yeah. So we had an opportunity to meet PM Sir. Nice. It was quite nice of him to appreciate in person, congratulated us. So these were little drawings. This was again one massive wall that I did for Baramati Agro, 40 feet tall, which was divided into panels. So this is my studio where we've been working, and this is the scale. Wow. All tiles came together, and we had
huge painting wall.
It's huge.
How big is this?
40 feet tall.
Oh, it's like 40 by 40 kind of a
40
thing.
by 40. And same Navdurga I did last year in the other corridor. So this was we're quite proud of this work, because It was all hand drawn back in studio in a tile format, and it's like a puzzle. We matched everything and placed it like a big, huge artwork. And because it is outdoor, we have used a material called this is a panels which is called concrete sheets. Okay, and which is like exposed to sun, exposed to rain. Still, it is quite steady and does not require anything else. There's a lot of sunlight in this area, so वो damage नहीं होता है. This is again hand drawn to digital, done for the same office, Baramati Agro, Kerala miniature.
The kind of you work is like scale is really different. And
Yeah, scale is what. This is my all Indian folk art that I teach. Matani Pacheri is a beautiful folk art of Gujarat. These are again few outdoor wall murals. This is done for Rohit Dada Pawar's house, and Baramati Agro is also his office. I do a lot of his offices and residential. This is the township that I am painting, Godrej Township in Pune, which it's been 2 years. It's a massive, massive area and biggest project of mine. So we finished the entire sports area. Few Indian folk art, Madhubani wall murals. All this detailed, how Indian folk art has influenced in my work.
Amazing. That work was just mesmerizing. So
Yes,
it's like
I have a portfolio of more than 300 walls. If I'll show you everything, I think
Yeah,
one hour is not enough.
so one difficult questions. Are
Yes.
there any specific challenges you face in this, like while working on the projects? What are the challenges on multiple levels?
Challenges, I've been artist life is difficult. Designer's life is difficult, and to put your thought across. And when it comes to commercializing, when it comes to budget, when it's come to commercializing your work, it has been always challenging and difficult. But somehow over a period of time you manage it. When you start, there's always issues with budget, with negotiations with clients. They might not pay you what you deserve or what you want. But initially, to develop your portfolio, you have to agree with them, because how will you then build your portfolio? But like I said, the scenario is changing completely in India now. Artists and designers are well respected, and the awareness is just growing each passing day. So again, a lot of colleges are calling me to talk about art careers and discuss this with their parents and students, that why now the art scenario is changing and everyone can go with thinking of having an art career, because now it's not that struggle anymore. People are like well aware, uh, and then all artists have their own different individual styles, and I think we are the first one to build that revolution. And I think I can see a lot of change now, when now I'm painting a larger scale wall murals also with government, when we do outdoor areas like a flyover. So they have a set budget for artists, which is quite amazing. We don't have to even negotiate now. So if you can see that awareness in government, so obviously you can see a lot of awareness in private works.
Yeah, because policy making really helps to basically spread this art form, and it's something which we should be really proud of.
We should be very proud of. In fact, when I went to Amsterdam, they paid me in euros and not in Indian rupees. It's like, this is what you come to our country and this is the deserving amount. So they did not even differentiate the currency. it is that amazing. So we look forward to the changing times that now India will see. And I think it's just going to be amazing from now onwards.
When we look back at the wall painting history, Ajanta Ellora is an eminent example we have with us in India. And when we say it's like the kind of paintings they have, we have that as a heritage, this thing, and it's like lasting there for hundreds of years. So how do you can be incorporated to your kind of a work and make it lasting and there will be like there is a science, there is a technology, there is art, everything involved in this. So what is your viewpoint on that, how we should develop our technology to protect such kind of a work and to help people like you or a folk artist?
I think it's a very, very beautiful, brilliant question. And I think it can be worked both the ways, where we use natural pigments the way it has been used for thousands of years. And when the protection comes for, UV light and how we do the lamination, the coats of varnishing. So the varnish that should be maybe reproduced, or maybe some more research can go into it, where how we can varnish those natural pigments, where we can sustain it for more than 1,000 years or maybe more than that. So I think we can use the traditional way as well, and at the same time the modern way. Both can be used, and something should come up. And I think it will have its own research. And we have like a lot of brands like Brustro and a lot of Indian brands
Into
coming
pigment
up,
making, yeah.
pigment making, which is all very modernized. But what if we come up with some pigments which are made out of stones and leaves and flowers, and how do we sustain that? I think that would be a great research. If someone approaches me, I would like to connect, and I would like to ask them the same thing, that how we can do this. And for that we have to go back to our local artist. I mean, the ideas and all that skills that they have, we have to adapt that, and then we have to take it in a next level, where how we can varnish that thing which can last forever.